All right. LDBC. This is your boy, Coach Sheldon Harrison. You're live on the Coach Sheldon Harrison Combat Sports Show Live. Okay, guys, this beautiful, very beautiful young lady that you see on the screen, this is a 41-year-old Kameela Russell. Now, Kameela, she was a high school teacher. She was definitely loved by each and every one of her students. Her colleagues that worked with her, they loved her. And you can look at this woman's face and you can tell, man, her energy is very good. And you can tell she was a nice person and she was there for her students. She went to bat for her students. You can look at her. You can look at her and tell. And you can even look at the aura around. Well, okay, I won't go too deep in that. But you can look and tell that this woman has a lot of positive energy. Lots and lots of it. I'm not a person. I don't watch the news, okay? If I want to see something news related, I'll look at the news. I'll look at, Tari and Rain to get news. I'll look at, Michael Sowell or Too Raw for TV. And, I'll go stop by the 1LBZ or Santee Walden. Okay, see, those are the places I go if I want to hear the news media. If I want to hear news, say it in a way that I want to hear. Like, I don't have to hear the watered down version. I don't really commentate or report on news. I'm just not interested. But this story, I am going to, because it's going to serve a purpose to what I'm trying to send the message home to some of y'all that you don't listen. To some of you, you OGs that don't listen. To some of you OGs that don't listen. This video is going to help serve a purpose. Okay? The news media, they're talking about the untimely death of this woman, okay? But they will kind of miss and skip the root cause of why this woman was killed. They'll miss the root cause because it's not popular. And they can catch a lot of hate from it. But see, I'm very good at doing what's not popular, but what need to be said. Okay? This is not funny. Okay? This woman, she lost her life behind this. This is not funny. This ain't. I'm not trying to get anybody raised up in here. I ain't trying to get nobody turned up. But this woman lost her life behind this, y'all. And that's infidelity. Guys, I made videos after videos after videos, really explaining to some of y'all. And some of y'all still doing it right now to this day. Some of y'all are still doing it now. You're having an affair with married people. Now, I'm telling y'all, if you mess with a married person, and I'm talking about mess with them. Now, I'm not talking about people that knowingly do it. I'm not talking about people that don't know. I'm not talking about the people unknowingly who do it. I'm not talking about them. Like somebody lie to you and don't tell you they married. I'm not talking about those people. But I'm talking about the people you know for a fact that a person is married. You know for a fact they're married and you go mess with them. The end result is going to be your death. See, it may not be right away. Might not be right away. But I tell you something, in due time, it's going to happen. And that's not my law. That's the law of nature. Because I always talk to y'all about nature and balance. And when something is out of balance with nature, death begins to happen. That's just how it is. Death happens when things are out of balance with nature. And I know people ain't going to get that. This might even trigger some people. But nobody really talking about this. Nobody talking about the affair. Guys, it's so many people out here that's not married. It's so many. But for some reason, I don't know why they're attracted to somebody who's already taken. The married people are dangerous, man. Because you don't know what will trigger them. You don't know. You don't know how they're going to respond. And see, the guy that she was with, he used to be an assistant principal at her school. Used to be. And, they were allegedly, they said that they were having an affair. And she was married and had 2 kids. Okay? And I guess the husband probably didn't know about it. I'm sure he didn't. And I feel bad for this guy. I feel bad for her husband. An affair. Why? Why? See, the end result is death. And so allegedly, I guess this woman, now I think from what I was reading, okay, this man didn't want his wife to find out, the one that she was dating, and he decided to shut her up for good. See, people, let me tell you something. These cheating spouses, A lot of them, man, they wicked as hell. A lot of them wicked as hell. And I'm going to tell you something. If a person will cheat on their spouse, what do you think they'll do to keep it a secret? If they'll cheat on their spouse, do you think that they're going to leave them and go to you? The answer is no. Because if had they have done it the first time y'all got together, wouldn't have been a secret. It wouldn't have been a secret. Y'all just would be together and they'd get rid of their spouses. See, I tell this to people all the time, y'all. Leave these married people alone. Leave them alone. I told y'all about my buddy. I used to go to school with him. This dude's murder is still unsolved. I want y'all to know that. His murder is unsolved. He was sitting in his car in his driveway, and somebody rolled up on him, and they did a drive-by shooting. Now, when you look at TV and you see the murder mysteries, you know they can't solve all those cases, even with the technology that they have. Especially in drive-by shootings, when somebody just roll up and drive by and you don't see them again. Those are the hardest ones to solve. And this dude's murder is still unsolved. But he was messing around with a married woman. And somehow, mysteriously, he was gunned down. Guys, I always tell y'all that when you violate nature, death happens. And when you mess around with married women, when you decide to do that violation, some point in time, your death is imminent. And I know some people don't want to hear that. I know people don't want to listen to that. I know people don't want to. I know this woman lost, these kids lost a mama. But I also want this video to serve as a lesson. That's a lesson, y'all. Leave these married people alone. These married people will throw you under the bus, and they'll do anything to keep it quiet. I couldn't trust a person if they cheating on their spouse. I wouldn't trust them. I wouldn't trust them. They've been married for a period of time and they gave wedding vows to their wife or their husband, and then they come and chill with you. What do you think they'll do to you? A person who would cheat on a wife or a person who would cheat on their husband, they liable to do anything. And the coach means anything. And even close your mouth for good. And I hope this woman's family, they find closure, man. I hope they find closure. I hope the husband, man, he find closure in his life, and I hope he get on with his life and maybe even find somebody who won't cheat on him, And I hope this woman's soul can be at peace. I hope she can be at peace. It is what it is.